glory's chase, feel the ground shake. You stand tall, never fear the climb. All for one, and it's game time. In the stands, hear the roaring crowds. Wearing colors, we're standing proud. 12 teams fight under the spotlight's rays. Glory's night in the all-star blaze. Sweat and toil on this hallowed turf, one will rise.
Good evening, All Stars. Welcome to a Saturday night special. And it gives us great pleasure to say that joining me for the Saturday night special is none other than resident sexual predator Robert Sloth. How you doing, my man?
Hello, can you hear me? Sorry.
Yeah, can mate. It's a little bit tinny. It sounds like you're in a kitchen or bathroom or something. But it's all right.
I'm in a toilet.
You're in a toilet?
Yeah, just hanging around. You know what it's like.
You drop them one off, or
no? Just see what I can pick up.
See what you mean, like as in STIs, or?
Well, let's see where the night takes us. Speaking of having a great night, see me winning again tonight. You know,
you think?
It's happening. Yeah, it's happening. Yeah, yeah.
Against Pelham.
What's
Against
yeah,
Pelham.
it's happening. Yeah.
You started really well, mate, haven't you?
It's exciting.
What's been the secret?
I don't think there is one, mate. I don't think there is one. I think just a bit of consistency, some sensible choices. I think.
So speaking of sensible choices, at the very last minute, you've decided to put Brian McBride on the bench tonight. Is that a sensible choice, Robert?
Please. I think it is. Brian McBride is the man. Mate. He's from the USA. We've got to represent the true Americans.
USA. Anything kind of standing out to you 2 games in, other than the Sloths being amazing?
Roxy's boys looking ominous. Yeah.
Scoring for fun at the minute, aren't they?
Yeah, Mike Savage's boys doing okay.
Yeah.
It's exciting. Nice to see the Vikings 2-2 losing. Lovely. That's what I like to see.
Mega Horse. Where's the Mega Horse at? The Mega Horse with playing this is 2 from 2.
This won't last.
You sure?
Yeah, positive. It's not going to last. More positive than I will be after my test tomorrow morning, after my spell in the toilet this evening.
Spell in the toilet after you've went a bit George Michael. Well, speaking of George Michael, I'm wondering if, as we come to each team tonight, you can tell me which famous celebrity, disgraced or otherwise, each manager is most like.
Yeah, I can try.
We haven't rehearsed that. And we're definitely not going to go Pelham and short pumps first of all. And Dan's just saying, can he go late? Because he's on his way home. So I know that. What do I know? I know that Tato's unlikely. Savage, I haven't seen. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go to Vikings because Jens is on his stag. And we're going to, I think he's on his stag. That's the kind of vibe I got from the group chat today, mate. Would you say?
He is. Jens is definitely Ted Bundy, isn't he?
He is absolutely
the handsome debonair charmer. He'll get you into his car and beat the fuck out of you.
Yeah, absolutely, and shove an appendage up your arse or something. So just in the interest of transparency, I did give Jens the benefit of the doubt. He hasn't technically submitted, but he is on his stag, and I think amongst the boys in the group, if there's one day where he gets a free pass on not submitting and the co-com's doing it for him, then I think it's probably stag. So just in the interest of transparency, Steve, that was his formation last game and his tactic and his 11. Johnson and Neville at centre-half because he had that injury crisis and suspension crisis. So all I've done is brought Stam and Cannavaro back in for him and Johnson into left AMC. I've done nothing else other than that. You think that's all right, Rob?
That's probably what he did, isn't it? I think that's fair.
Yeah, especially on his stag, innit?
Oh.
Vikings were probably the best of the rest last season after Bisons and was it Pelham? Was it Bisons and Pelham that were the standouts? Or no, it was Bisons and Vikings, wasn't it?
I have no idea.
But they've started horrendously. They've not scored and they've conceded 4.
Long may it continue.
Really struggling. So we'll hope that they can turn it round to a changed Iowa Steam Pikes, going back
Otherwise
to
known as David Lee Travis.
Is this all serial killer references and like sexual offenders
David Lee
references?
Travis was a sex offender, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Kept getting his knob out, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is how these Steam Pigs go tonight. How have they started? Let's just have a little look. So they've won 1 and lost 1. That 1-2, yeah, they kind of battered Des Moines and should have came away with it. They were the better team for the last kind of half hour of the game, but then actually the first game they robbed Hopkins of 1. So swings and roundabouts. Anything you like about this Steam Pigs side, Rob?
I've just thought about Hopkins. I've got the perfect one for Hopkins. I like that Emerson, Van Bommel, Keane little triumvirate there.
Yeah, his wing backs aren't too shabby either, aren't he? Season 2, probably up there with the best of the game.
They're nosy Roberto, Sally Amster, Charlie, but
yeah, they're like they're folklore. They're folklore wing backs. They're unreal. Spartak Sloths of 2021. Nobody's ever getting any close to them. Score prediction here.
I'm going to go 2-0 to the 2-0 to DLT's Steam Pigs.
2-0 to the Steam Pigs, and we get underway. Vikings with Cannavaro and Stam back into centre half, and it is Ruud van Nistelrooy who puts Vikings 1-0 up. Look to be a little bit against the grain in terms of the text, but now Steam Pigs just putting on a little bit more pressure. Couple of chances. Elber in there, Totti in there, but Simkoviak. Zanetti caught offside, corner kick. Aymar. Emerson has a volley from outside the box. Former Viking, of course. Stam into the book. Simkoviak, no challenge, and that's a double save. Zanetti could have put his team 2-0 up and cruising at half time. But as we get there, it is just the 1-0, and it is a Ruud van Nistelrooy goal. Really important that Jens kind of got him scoring early doors. As we know, he can go a bit of a barren spell. It wasn't Stam into the book. It must have been Stam who was fouled and put the opposition at the book. And we got 6s from Zanetti, Simkoviak, and Dede, which is pretty piss poor. What did you make of that one?
Well, it's pretty piss poor all over, isn't it? Ruud had a go. He scored. Lovely. That's I'm sure Jens will be happy, whatever state he's in. Did you see him try and kick a ball? Like, I thought he used to play football for a living. You see what he did?
I didn't quite understand what the purpose of it was. It to hit the crossbar? Was it to score? If it was to hit the crossbar, he wasn't that far off. But if it was to score, it was a weird dink from the edge of the box. Bizarre, innit? I suppose he was centre half, wasn't he? So, I haven't seen Stee in the chat, but we'll just give him a couple of seconds. 6s for Aymar, Elber, Van Bommel, and Emerson. So essentially, that entire engine house in the midfield is just really, really struggling.
How did Totti do last season? How did
Totti do last season? Let's have a little look. 7-2-3, 5-13. He was obviously part of that big deal, wasn't he? I think.
Yeah.
Steve got Totti for, I can't remember what was it. It was a decent little bundle. I don't think either manager is here, so we will crack on until 60. Steam Pigs will hopefully get the goal to get them back into the game. 64 minutes gone. Contra graces the top of the bar, and the Vikings do seem to be just hanging on a little bit. We've obviously got no Jens, Vieira on a yellow, and Zanetti on a yellow condition-wise.
How many Magnus does it take for Steve to miss a stream? How many does he have?
Say that again. How many Magnus does it take for him to miss a stream?
Yeah.
Probably 20 more than it would me and you, I reckon. If N equals number of Magnus for me to miss a stream, add 20 to Steve to miss a stream. That engine house has turned some of those 6s around at half time and turned them into 7s. We do still have a 6 for Elber, but we aren't going to make any changes because there's no pre-match instructions and no condition-wise issues that stand out. So we'll roll. How's this finishing, Rob?
It's finishing a quick turnaround from the Steam Pigs. Elber's going to step up. very shortly.
A double blast, yeah.
Obviously, it's not really happening,
It
is
does
it?
look as though it's all steam pigs, but they cannot get the ball in the back of the net. Is there another sucker punch coming? Totti free in the area, but he puts it over. This would really kickstart the Vikings this season if they were to hang on here, and they do indeed. Shades of old school Vikings grinding out 1-0 wins, and it isn't a Viking that's man of the match, so you can't say it's because of the defensive resilience, although clearly Stam and Cannavaro have both had an impact in there with the amount of tackles and headers that they've won. 5 for Luca Toni in there
You'll be
for
playing
Vikings.
Tristan Overtelly now, wouldn't you?
Well, he's I don't know if he's fully fit. Yeah, he's I think he's orange. And it is Roy Keane who gets a man of the match performance, but unfortunately for Steve, Roy Keane couldn't do enough to get his side the win. 12 tackles from 13, 2 of which were key, but just not enough from those forward players who were obviously very, very good for Steve last season. We're going to go over to San Francisco, to the Alcatraz FC against Mr. Mike Savage and his drivetrain. Alcatraz have started really well this season. They should have definitely got something against Steam Pigs, and then they did absolutely run away with it in terms of 4 goals against their local Fire, although our local Fire were very much in the game. Couple of changes just made tonight. Zambrotta comes into ML and Nedved into DMLC. Other than that, nothing to write home about. Interestingly, going with the 2 EMCs and the one up top, Pizarro, again, a former sloth boy, Rob.
Love that Pizarro Brozek combination.
Very slothish, isn't it?
Very much so, yeah.
Over to the drivetrain, who have
that was Hopkins. That's obviously Ian Watkins. The
Hopkins, Ian Watkins. Yeah, it's got a good ring to that.
Works it. Yeah.
Over to the drivetrain, they are 2 from 2 and looking just as good as they were at the back end of last season.
Harvey Weinstein's drivetrain.
Harvey Weinstein's drivetrain, brilliant. They do go with an as is, and why not Janet Cheddar again? Another weird slothish type player.
Yeah, I dabbled a little bit with the old Johnny Cheddar. Very nice. Can he do the job there, though? Is he good enough to do the job there on his own? I'm not too sure.
He's been very, very good. He's been very, very good. 2 seconds. He's been very, very good. Kitchen Dan says, do you mean Ian Watkins is in H or from Steps, or the one we don't talk about? Yeah, definitely the one we don't talk about. Definitely the one we don't talk about.
I don't know whether you heard the fantastic Cunt in the Gang song, You've Got the Wrong Ian Watkins, mate.
Is that a genuine song, is it?
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat right now.
Yeah, link us to that. Yeah, Savage loving. I don't think he's loving it, but I think he's interested by the Weinstein shout. Del Vecchio, who's been very good for drivetrain, put them 1-0 up on 3 minutes, and then Nedved from DMLC, interestingly, those put aside once each.
Song, The Wrong Ian Watkins, right? He's got a fantastic shirt on in the video, so I'll just send that over to you lads now. There we go.
He's dropping that in the group chat, yeah.
Right now, it's in. It's done. There we go.
It's done. And Brozek feeds off the scraps of a Nikiforenko save chance, and the Alcatraz, whisper it quietly, but the Alcatraz are punching well above their weight this season. 3 games in, there are some really, really positive signs for Hopkins to take stock of. Bit of a 50-50 game at halftime, but it is Alcatraz that do go into the lead with Brozek. Again, he offered nothing last game, but he does pop up with a goal. Hopkins won't be with us.
For me in that AM RC position. I want him. Hopkins. Give me Brozek.
You'll have to pay a fairly decent price. I think he's one of those home safe favourites of Hopkins.
Yeah.
Mike Savage is in the chat, so we'll just kind of pause and just allow Savage to take stock. And he's not known for massive changes unless he's getting absolutely hammered, which to be fair to him didn't happen much.
Savage, which one of these players had sex with you to get in the first 11? Which one was it, mate?
Probably Madovic, yeah. He's the one that, I mean, Madovic has been great, but he's the one that stands out, isn't
he? Or Scally. As is well.
You're not a fan of Scally, no? You're not a fan of Scally?
He's one of them, though, isn't he? He's another one of them. One of those. What would Collins? Yeah, he's a Collins Brozek. Oh. Mark, nobody's who are just amazing for no reason.
Yeah, Yeah, you've had Mark Kirk quite a bit, but he's never really took off in the Super League, has he? Or in All Stars?
No.
Nothing massive to worry about in terms of condition for Savage, and Henri has put his side into Desmond territory. Rivaldo offering very little on that left-hand side. He does like to bring Edmundo on, and sometimes does drop those EMCs back. So I think we'd maybe see Edmundo on at the left for Rivaldo. Rob, what are you doing here, mate? If you're chasing the game, well, you're not chasing the game. You're 2-2-2,
Well,
but you want to.
he's looking pretty good, isn't he? I think he's going to be all right. He's going to go as is, and he'd stick with it.
Mm,
For me, he's already gone 3 up top, so you know
yeah.
that's all my options is either 1.
Well, I was going to say, which is obviously your your only tactical masterclass is going three up top, and it worked against me the other night though. Savage, if you could just let us know what you want to do there, bud. I'm not sure if he's on a little bit of a delay because he's just catching up with the Neil Scally reference. So this could be a little bit of a wait here if he is on a delay. Vita Bayer on a 5. Been so reliable for Hopkins in a couple of different builds, and Savage does go. Yeah, you hate that word, mate. So I deliberately avoid it when you're on stream.
It's iterations.
Yeah, is it you or is it horse? I can't remember. Someone
It's
hits
me,
it.
mate. I don't know many long words, so I don't...
You hate most things, so I just assumed. Over to the back end of the second half of the second half, really, and Alcatraz having a little bit of control of the game. Zambrota, who was struggling with condition but didn't have any instructions to hook any unfit players. Davids goes into the box. Are we going to go at the first extra time of the evening?
We are.
Or somebody going to pop up? But it's not. It's Brett Emerton, who I think.
Brett Emerton.
And Thierry Henry. It's 3s each. Wow. What a finish. I was just about to say Brett Emerton, who has been quietly good for the Alcatraz, but we do get to full time with an Henri. This is all stars, mate. It is absolutely all stars. And again, Hopkins really just making it known that he's here to play this season. Pulse goals with a couple of condition concerns there on 76%, but other than that, you're looking at Medivikia on 85. 75 rather. Over to the Alcatraz. I think we may have to do Hopkins a favour and get Zambrota off for Liverani.
He's gone. Savage gone as is, isn't he?
Savage has gone as is, and we'll see. That will obviously be their last chance. Who's winning this, Rob?
Anyone's game. I'm going to the draft trade.
Oh, and it is the drivetrain, and it's Stevie G, former Dragon, who does. I think Savage is the king of the extra time. I can't think of any managers who've had better extra time results than Savage. Seems to come out always on the right end of the result. Alcatraz showing themselves to be competitors this season, and it is a 4-3 win for the drivetrain in the second game of the evening. Man of the match goes to Edgar Davids, who did try and control things in the middle of the park, but unfortunately, Vita Bayer has just had a 3 there and had an absolute stinker, and being the difference between Alcatraz probably coming on top and not. We'll leave your game till the end, mate. So we'll do mine because Kitchen Dan is in the chat. Dandies have started well. 2-2 win with a short pump sloths and a 1-0 win over Pelham, and they do go as is tonight. Just a slight change onto the bench. Mickey Laney comes in, and some concerns around Archie Back's fitness, but there's enough cover on the bench to make changes there if needs be. Who you shouting me as then? Who sex offender?
I think you've got to be good old Robert Maudsley. You know that guy?
Okay, mate. Yeah. All right. That's a good shout. I'll take that.
Are you aware of the work of Maudsley? Or?
I am, mate. Yes, I am.
Oh,
yes. Do you want to tell the audience? Do you want to explain the audience?
Yeah, otherwise known as the Brain Eater. Just loved it. Loved from speaking Liverpool. Just loved killing and eating people.
Scalping them and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. We go over to the Gators, who unfortunately for them, their woes of last season have carried over. They are still conceding just as many goals as they were, although they are scoring. And Clive Burton and Penza are absolutely integral to their success this season. It does go as is, no changes for Kitchen Dan. So we'll see who comes out on top. I have had Dan's number over the last couple of seasons, really, in various different competitions. But I think the last game we played, he absolutely battered us. So we'll see if that is true to the form books. Konstantinou with an early shot. Shevchenko with the rebound, puts it over the bar. Seedorf putting himself
We
about
didn't
there.
do Kitchen Dan.
Oh yeah, Kitchen Tangwen.
It's got to be Bill Cosby, right?
Bill Cosby. He's not even black. He's
I'm
not
all
even
black on the
black.
inside.
He's not even black. Crespo nearly put his team level against his former manager. Kitchen Dan would have been sick to the stomach, but it is Petrov who is one of Dan's favourites. Both sides with 3 shots, but the Gators putting 3 on target, and Dandy's only putting 1 on there. Kitchen Dan was knocking about, so we'll just give him a little quick look of his team and see if he wants to make any changes there at half time. Over at Dandy's, we've got an Okoronkwo 5 and some 6s from some kind of key attacking players, really. So
What's Archie Banks in there? What are you doing?
just I've long said he should be able to do it, mate. He's got some good stats for an MC. And MCs are shit anyway, aren't they? So yeah, what
Have Mark Kerr if you like.
Hey,
Mark Kerr, have him.
We'll do that for that. We'll do that for that, and we'll do that for that, and we'll do that for that, and we'll do that for that.
3 up top, you coward.
No, mate. And Kitchen Dan says no change and play on. So we will go to 60 minutes, and we'll see what the game has got in store for us. Danny's with a little bit more of the ball, but they've got to take these chances. That's 59 minutes. Yeremy's 70 minutes. We jump miles ahead there. Shevchenko misses the target. We will go over to the Gators first, as he's not live. Some really, really good defensive players putting in shifts there, particularly Celine Petrov and Hofland. Conditions-wise, just Donny on 79% there, if Dan wants to do anything about that. Clive at touch and go on 80%. And over at the Dandies, we are going to go 3 up top, Rob.
Do it. Yeah, embrace it.
Yeah. Let's go Rob Sloth. Let's go all out Rob Sloth. As we go to full time and see if the Dandies can get back into this game. A lot of pressure from Dandies, but just not really making it count. Gators nearly put the game to bed with a second goal. Ronaldo strikes it, and it is ones each. On 80 minutes, the Dandies have equalised. Can they kick on now? And Simeone is injured with the skipper's armband.
Mendes, surely.
Got to be Mendes, hasn't it? Or maybe he goes Justin Walker into MC and gets rid of the arrows on the DMCs.
I think
we'll just wait and see.
Like for like. Where is he? Oh, he's here, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, mate, he is. Yeah. Any plans for the bank holiday Sunday, my man?
Yeah, I'm working, mate.
Are you? Yeah.
And I'm working on Monday as well. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Diddums.
Actually, tomorrow night I'm going to see the Ministry of Sound Orchestra with Pete Tong.
Oh, that's class.
That's in Taunton. So you could have. So this is who is in Taunton over the 4 days. They've had it was Status Quo last night, and then tonight was JLS.
Nice.
And then tomorrow's Pete Tong and the Ministry of Sound, and then Monday's Busted, mate. So,
wow.
Big names.
You'll have to send us some videos of that, mate. That would be unreal. That Ministry of Sound Orchestra. Oh, pushes it away. Who's going to get the rebound? Oh, and he's offside. We're going to go to extra time and back-to-back games. I think we are indeed. As we go over to the full-time match report, Dandies really came on strong in that back end of that second half, since scoring ones each. Gators again, they're looking really, really solid front to back. Nobody rating lower than a 7. And key players in there in terms of Hofland. He is booked, but he's putting himself about and really controlling the game from the back there, or trying to at least. Dandy's massively improved ratings. Yeah, probably, mate. Archie back in Konstantinou, the right subs to make. So we'll just have a quick look at Dandy's while Dan decides what he wants to do. And we are going to hold. I think we're not going to make any changes. Hey?
Ron just don't do it, does he? It's just
and he looks unbelievable as well, doesn't he? Save after save after save. He just looks like incredible, doesn't he? Like,
can you remember when he first came over? He was at United, and he was just like, he was so much better than everyone else, and it was and they just didn't get it.
Yeah.
And it was so weird to see someone that good.
Yeah.
People
Yeah,
are like,
yeah,
"He's
yeah,
rubbish." No, he's not. He's just better than everyone.
yeah,
than everyone else.
yeah. And just looked as though he could have just fucking played with a cigar hanging out of his mouth and some
Yeah.
slippers on. Are we going to get a second golden goal winner? Yeremy's Sarachinsky free kick to Dandy Shevchenko. Marcus kicks it upfield. Who has got the winner in them? Ronaldinho or Ronaldo? Well, I wish I had Ronaldinho. Crespo. Ooh, it would be bittersweet if there's the man again. Veron puts it wide. Feels a lot of Dandy's pressure coming here. Can the Gators do anything on the counter attack? Justin Walker and Penza Chiotis again. We've got two strikers playing against their former managers in Penza and Crespo. Here come the Gators. Walker is running the show, and Patrick Clivert gets the winner. Patrick Clivert has got the golden goal to kickstart the Gators season. They looked good in the first half. They died off a little bit in the second half, but it is the Gators and Patrick Clivert who do get the win on the golden goal tonight. And Kitchen Dan will be relieved that that is the case, because if you go 0 for 3, you start to stress and worry a little bit about your performance. Danny's just not enough from that midfield. And Dan said it himself. He really needed that. The Gators did need that, mate, didn't they?
Absolutely, yeah, massively, yeah, massively, yeah. They'll be. Oh, so I need to win now. You see, that's what's so interesting, because the group's always so tough, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll go over to the local fire, who do go as is. So Scott, you taking heart from the improvement in performances, if not
Gary
results.
Glitter.
Scott Sadler is Gary Glitter.
Oh, the Gary Glitter. The Gary. Who's it? Tato? Is he playing? Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a couple.
I'll give you a couple of minutes just to think about that. Over to the Bisons, who do put out this as you'd expect, and Barros Shalotto comes in for Ryan Giggs on the left hand side.
I think Tato would like to be the Andrew Tate of the All Stars.
Is just that right. He's just been he's just had 32 supercars taken into custody. It's great, that, isn't it? Taken into police ownership.
32. Who's giving him money? Who's giving him money?
I don't know, mate. It's crypto, isn't it? Crypto. A load of people who just gambled at the right time in their life.
Yeah, but he's a fucking dweeb, isn't he? Have you seen him?
Yeah, he does. I mean, yeah, he is, mate. He is. He is, but unfortunately, he's not thick, is he? He knows exactly what he's doing.
Well, evidently not, seeing as he's going to get done for porking underage Romanians, isn't he?
Bisons have absolutely battered their logo, and we've got a Mike Savage sing along doing "You Want to Be in My Gang" to the tune of El Loco, or to the words of El Loco. And the Bisons have absolutely battered the El Loco fire there.
There's no goals. It's 0-0.
Yeah, and it's still 0-0. And we've seen what happens in All Stars. You know, if you don't take your chances when you're on top, then the chances are you do regret it. Tato isn't here, so there's nothing standing out conditions-wise that they need to be aware of. So we will just jump over to Scotty in case he does want to make any changes.
What is Gary Glitter going to do for us, though? What's he going to do?
Cabello probably coming on for Alan Smith. I mean, I'm really not convinced that Alan Smith can do anything at the AMC, to be honest with you. So probably Cabello for Smith, and I reckon an extension.
Get Landy Cakes on.
Get who?
This is the Landon Donovan. This is the All Stars Super League in the US of A. Yeah. As tonight, as you see, I'll be the only one representing the USA. Yeah.
The real American, yeah.
If I could have Steve Cherrinaldo, I'd have him as well.
Yeah. Yeah, Fulham went through a bit of a phase where they had like random Americans, didn't they? They had obviously Brian McBride and Clint Dempsey. Who was the other one? Was there a centre half they had as well?
Tim Ream.
Yeah.
Been there for years, hasn't he? I remember when Forest signed Ben Olsen from DC United. What the fuck is this?
I was going to try and move Smith, but I'll leave him there just to try and prove you wrong. Yep, no worries, mate. If that's what you want to do, that's absolutely fine, bud. You do you. We'll get to 60 minutes, and hopefully I've given him the kiss of death, and Smith is going to score. But it is Nicholas Anelka who gets his first ever goal for the Bisons. 51 minutes played.
My battery is going to run out on my. Just give me 1 second. I'm just going to
Yeah, you do what you need to do. and we will just go straight swap. We'll go live in there, and I think we'll play Ndiaye at oh yeah, Boccanegra. Yeah, well in, Boccanegra. And we'll do the 60-minute changes now. And Scotty does say Donovan for Smith.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can, mate. Yeah. Scott, if you just confirm that that's the only 60-minute change you want to do. Just a reminder that Lillian Thuram has went off injured on 58 minutes. We brought Ashley Lythe on and we've dropped Ndiaye back to centre half and put Ashley Lythe into the middle. In fact, that is probably better for him. All good, lovely, and we'll roll and we'll see if Landon Donovan can be the man that gets a local fire back into this game.
Smith, you know,
Robin has a dip. Robin was so good last season, but hasn't done anything as of yet. But it's only 3 games in. Is this going to be 1-0 to the Bisons against the Africa boys? Streaming buddies. Donovan in there, Dakor in there, and the local fire don't manage to do anything. And just like last season, the local fire have struggled to get off the mark with a dominant Bisons victory. Although the scoreline does just say 1-0. Rob, your thoughts?
Come on, Scotty, let's get this sorted out. It's fucking hell. Rustico's all right, hasn't he?
He's been really good, hasn't he? He's been really good.
Bearing in mind this is season 2, what's happening with that side? What have we done to
it? We will go with the Des Moines Demons against the Memphis Reigns because Horse has just landed home. Horse, who does go as is with Volodenkov hanging on this left-hand side. And this is 2 sides that are 2 from 2. So really, really interesting. Rocks goes absolutely as is with this batshit formation that is smashing people for fun. And it could very much do the damage again tonight. What you're saying for Rocks and Mega Horse? Who would they be?
I'm just trying to find some disgraced Scottish celebrities. They're pretty clean living, aren't they? Someone's got to be Savile, and it's not being me, so it's definitely going to be Horse. It's going to be Savile. And I'm struggling to find a Scottish disgraced celebrity. So you can just be. Give me a minute. I'm going to find one.
It's all right. We get to half time, and the Des Moines Demons have nullified that rampant Memphis Reigns attack. Only managed 1 shot on goal there, and the Des Moines are a litany of 6s, apart from Paredes, who's been very good, Bauma and Toldo on 7s. So it'll be interesting to see what Horsey does. No condition issues there. Nobody below 94%, and that's Honshaw.
Do you know what Rox wouldn't like?
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't like to be anyone English, would he?
No, probably not.
What's the most English thing you can think of?
The royal family.
So Prince Andrew, step on up.
Yeah, I think that's a great choice. Yeah, Rocks is Prince Andrew's fantastic. And then we're not expecting Rocks in the chat, but we will just pull up his side when he wants to look. Play it to 60. We've had nothing from Rocks, so we will go till 60. Feels like 1 goal would be enough in this game, I think. And we'll see who can get it. 49 minutes played. Dimble, how was your night last night, mate? In those very tight red lifeguard shorts.
Dimble and Mrs. Dimble looking good, weren't they?
Yeah, they were, mate. Yeah, they always look good. They always look good.
Looking fantastic.
Yeah. He brushes up well, does our Dims.
Dimble not so much. I mean, Mrs. Dimble looking good.
Over to the Des Moines Demons. Again,
so is Dimble absolutely massive, or
Dimble's massive relative. I mean, Dimble and Tato are both massive, and then Jens is even more massive.
See, I never thought Tato was going to be massive. You see, I thought he was going to be
Tato's big. Tato's fucking stacked.
The big show.
Yeah. Tato'd run through you. I'm telling you now.
I'd let him.
Yeah. He's a big boy, Tato. Carries it well though. Like he's not like a fat twat. You know what I mean? Like he's not big and like looks big. He's a unit. And over to the Memphis Reigns for when Rocks does watch this back.
I hate that formation, but it's working. So
yeah.
So who am I
Dimble was at the drag queen bingo. That's fantastic. Oh, Dimble, they would have fucking loved you. I'm telling you now. tell why he said it was fucking great. He would have had all the attention in the bar, and he would have been able to be dead shy and bashful. Honestly,
Love it.
Little big Dims. Dimble, I tell you, I was telling a mate last night, Dimble, about. I was telling Rob last night, Dimble, about the best chips in the world from your local chippy. And I was trying to describe them all when I was playing Fortnite with Rob, and I couldn't quite describe them. But yeah, I really want some fucking best chips in the world. Gio off for Marcelinho.
Chips are such a specific thing. If you ain't got the potato right, you've had it.
Give him a run to AMC.
It's all in the potato.
Milled. It's all in the potato. Dimble, I got 2 lines at Drag Queen Bingo, but I decided not to call out, probably for exactly that reason. Citing, you had some best chips in the world last night. Fuck.
Dimble, talk me through these chips. I need to know. Tell me about these chips.
Dimble, how would you describe them, mate? I really struggled to describe them last night on to Rob.
Yeah, they sound unreal.
George Atlas is injured, so we're going to go straight swap for Zowie. Makes perfect sense. And we will crack on to full time. And it's a Mantidias who does get the goal. 84 minutes played. Des Moines on the verge of losing a 100% record. Memphis Reigns on the verge of extending theirs. And they absolutely do. Rox's Reigns are 3 from 3 with a clean sheet. They are like a crispier, cleaner version of Chinese takeaway chips.
This is okay,
and slightly darker as well. Dims, you have to correct us because I was obviously half fucking. Well, I was blitzed when we had them, but they're like darker. So you know how like Chinese chips are quite like a light yellowy kind of fluffy white potato. These are kind of like darker, a bit browner, almost like that kind of skin on fries.
But thick like a chip rather than.
So yeah, some guy cooking in the back singing "There's No Limit." Brilliant. Unlucky Horsey. You were competitive there, mate. Paredes again doing you proud, and it is Rox who retains his 100% record.
That's worrying for everyone concerned.
Really fucking worrying. Yeah, absolutely. So we do come to your game tonight, and I think for the first time I've ever known in All Stars, and for the first time in a long time, if I'm talking a long time in Super League, Dims's tactic file has no arrows.
Well, what fucking sorcery is this?
Yeah, what are you making of that? Flat 4 across the middle, full Chester style, no arrows.
I don't like it.
Makes you feel nervous?
Very. Yeah, it does. Yeah. It does.
Dimble clearly getting a little bit annoyed that I'm asking him to narrate the chips because he's saying I don't make them, I just eat them.
Well, so he obviously, Dimble.
You know what I mean? He's like fucking patron saint of Grimsby chips. I was bigging up the big G there. You can fuck off, they're shit chips. Over at the short pump, boys, D'Alessandro comes in for a debut, and Sally Hamadich is into DMR.
Yeah.
Rob, if this team were one of your children, where would they rank?
Well, I despise both my children equally, so it'd be first.
Would it? Yeah. How does this side compare to that Sloths 2021 fucking Jack Rabbit side?
My 2021 Sloth side was my favourite team of all time ever. So this is number 2 to that, I think. Yeah.
Can you remember that 11 front to back or not?
Oh, mate, no, I can't. Not at all.
No, you need to dig out an old stream. So it was Roberto and Sally Hamadich.
I had and I had Pizarro, Collins sometimes as well.
Yeah.
I can't remember, to be honest.
Who was your centre halves?
I had Costa, and I brought Costa in. So I was like, oh shit. I was like, no, he's not. He's fucking mega.
Yeah.
He's like, I had Verns at one point as well. Where's Horsey?
Any of that?
Also know it, top of his head.
Horsey and North. Yeah. Horsey going, if you can be asked, Horsey, go and dig out the Sloth side of 2021. That black and red one. Best of luck, mate. We'll not ask you for a prediction, but it would certainly be another statement. Oh yeah, Dimble, I'll have to tell you what the crack is with Agahawa at half time, mate. Just while you're thinking about doing any changes, I don't think he's going to accept a new contract. And it is Marcelo Salas, but it's offside. It's offside.
Gonna lose now.
Ayala into the book, who is carrying a little bit of a knock. Great save from Khan from Montella. And Sammy Dukia is injured, so he's going to have to go out.
It's got to be Pat's ugly, surely.
Pat, yeah, he's the only real option on the bench there, isn't
Who want the back, you fucking coward? Come
he? Interestingly, Dimble, the most you can offer Agahawa is 4,500 at the minute, and he's saying you can't meet his demands, so probably going to have to change his squad status after this game, and then just bump up a bumper offer. So hasn't accepted as of yet, but I'll do that with Pack straight away. If you just let us know what you want to do.
So I think Dimble, we haven't given Dimble a name yet. I think Dimble being the overseer and looking out for us all and doing that type of stuff. Surely he's got to be Epstein, hasn't he? He's got to be
Jeffrey Epstein. yeah, and host him at his mum and dad's caravan, like Epstein Island, Dimble Island. Yeah,
Dimble Island, just a puddle in Grimsby.
Yeah, it's great that.
Come on.
It does feel like you've been all over them, Rob, to be fair, mate. And you've doubled the attempts, and the text was very, very sloths heavy. 5 for Salas, maybe because of that disallowed goal, or because he's only taken one shot on target of the 4 he's had. And
we'll keep him until 60, he'll be all right.
Keep him on 60, no change from the sloth man. Taibbi keeping his side in it. The CC into the book, who be off. Ortega, who I totally forgot Dimble had signed on the MR. Are we going to see the introduction of some arrows, do you reckon, here, Rob?
I wouldn't be surprised. That's all I'll say. Sorry. Listen to me, is he? Yeah, do what you want. He wants to roll. Go on then.
Yeah, Dimble wants to roll. We're rolling.
Just fucking do it.
Oh, and that's blue and gold. I was just about to say blue and gold since half time. And it's Pelham who go 1-0 up. And Saviola with a brace.
That's absolutely fucking undeserved. Fuck off.
Not that I need to ask Rob, but it's going to be 3 up top in it.
Yeah, get D'Alessandro for Ferguson.
Mm-hmm.
Stick a little arrow on him up to the middle. Get Ferguson off.
Mm-hmm.
Unleash the McBride.
Mm-hmm.
And then get Del Piero off for Kesman, please.
Anything else?
That'll do.
And the Pelham boys, if you tell me what you want to do there, have yourself Saviola, brace, double sucker punch, bam, bam.
Fucking bullshit.
It is bullshit, mate. I know it's a cruel mistress, mate. It's a cruel mistress. Me and you have fucking chucked on an extra show tonight, and
I'm just getting
lost, haven't we?
October.
Both been bummed.
You should have some fucking respect, lads. Do you know what I mean?
Pay your dues. And it is the Nielsen coming on for a hour. And we will roll to full time. Salas again with another shot. Oh, and there's Ayola off. Well done.
Just put a fucking Ferdinand in the middle and get this shit over with. You fucking useless cunt, Ayola.
I do try and tell you this every single time, mate. He's an absolute fucking liability, isn't he? And the Pelham boys needed this, to be honest. Needed this to kind of kickstart the season a little bit. You didn't. You didn't, mate. No. Salas again has missed another chance. I think he's had about 6 or 7 shots here, Salas. Full time comes around. 7. He's had 7 shots and only 3 on target. That is awful from a man who was very, very, very good.
I'm going to sell him.
Zirabito Bizarrely gets man of the match, so don't go doing anything too nuts.
No, I'm selling him.
Congratulations on the win there, Dim's. Big start of your season at 3-0. Saviola looking very, very good. Rob Sloth, would you like to do the classifieds for me?
No, I've got an idea. Alcatraz 3, Drivetrain 4, Des Moines 0. I'm gonna drag this out. I've lost fucking 3-0. You lot are gonna listen to this. Memphis Reigns 1. Loco Fire 0. San Domingo 1. Gators 2. Dandies 1. Steam Pigs 0. Vikings won.
And that does leave the standings looking like this. Memphis Reigns and the Drivetrain are the only two sides that have a 100% record now, and they do lead the way in the Eastern Conference. Already looks a bit of a struggle for the Bisons and the Vikings to claw them back. In the Central, it's Pelham who leapfrogged the Dandies to go top of their conference, and Local Fire still not off the mark. And in the Western, it continues to be the tightest of all the leagues, really. The Demons on 6 with Short Pump, Steam Pigs and Gators on 4 and 3 points, respectively. I will do packs straight. Oh, we've got a shit broken game week. So we've got that and then that. Okay. So tomorrow night's show will be just the 4 games, unfortunately, lads. Which will be Alcatraz Gators, Dandies against Des Moines, Drivetrain against their Local Fire, and the Bisons against Pelham.
What's the week after?
Rob, any clothing shorts? Any closing thoughts for you?
All of my players are available for sale.
Don't burn it up. Don't burn it down, Rob. You look good, man. You look good. That's it from the old All Stars HQ. Yeah, we hope you have a great bank holiday weekend, lads. And
I hope everyone has a nice weekend except Imble. I hope everyone has a nice weekend except Imble. I hope it fucking rains in Grimsby all weekend, and I hope your mum's caravan falls off.